Look at this poor setup. At least I have nice taste in bugs. Okay, hello again. I'm back. I think my fan's kind of loud, so 1 second. I hope my room looks nice because I just cleaned a lot today. It's taken me a while to get settled in. Oops, but you know, busy life. So I wanted to do this as a follow-up because people have been asking some cool questions about scars, about products, and I just want to answer it here. And I was already planning to talk about what I use, not as a whole, but just things that I found really work for me. So someone, hello Ading, mentioned about scars, and so pretty much I got multiple questions about scars. I do still have a handful on my face. I'm not wearing makeup today, but so scarring, what I've been using is my dermatologist recommended this cleanser, and I found this cleanser to work really well. It just leaves my face really smooth, and I've seen a lot of changes. It doesn't really say here specifically about scarring, but this is what my dermatologist recommended, and I've been seeing a lot of good changes. You can buy it at Target or Ulta. I use my points at Ulta, so if you have points, use it there. Otherwise, Target works really well. If y'all have ever heard of derma rolling, I was a little iffy at first because I know that it's kind of prickly when you do it, but I liked it. Like, it's super small. They also have a pen if you still have a pen version if you still have active acne, so that's what I used before, but now that, thank goodness, my acne is pretty much settled down, I use this one. I use it every 2 weeks, so simple, really quick, and then after I use this, I roll in different directions as it said. There's also an oil that you use after, and this is supposed to help both like smoothing out your skin and helping with the healing and scarring. The really good ingredients that work with this are the, aloe, rosehip oil. Those really help that I've read in terms of helping with scarring. And then there's this cool cream that I recommend if you're not ready to do derma rolling, is this baby right here. This has helped me a lot. This I've seen the most effective quicker change aside from my face wash. This is really helpful. It's called the Vitamin C Cream by Banish. All the last two, and this is the third product that I've mentioned, are by Banish. And it's helped a lot. It's organic, it's cool because they make these products near where I used to live in Pasadena, so I guess it's, locals helping locals, even though I'm in the Bay now. But this has helped a lot. It's vitamin C cream, again, ingredients that are supposed to help a lot with scarring. I've also heard, I haven't used it yet, but just raw aloe vera straight from the plant works really well. I hope to use that soon, but I need to save money because, broke post-grad life. Yeah, so that's what's helping with my scarring. Last thing that's been helping with my scarring also is exfoliating. Once or twice a week. I started off with one so my skin wouldn't be in shock, and then I started doing it twice a week, and I think that's been helping a lot too, because pretty much what redness is, if it's like mine, and I'll post pictures somewhere here. Sorry, it's pretty red. No, I'm not sorry. I need to stop saying sorry, so if I do that, catch me. What I've noticed is, and what I've learned and read, whether by my dermatologist or just online, is that the redness is after you pop your acne, which I did a lot, unfortunately, means that pretty much the blood vessels are traumatized. So it's staying on your skin, and what you want to do is help reprocess that healing cycle. And so exfoliating, from what I've understood helps, and I really like this one. It's very gentle, and I just do this when I'm in the shower, really soft, and I rinse it off and splash water on my face. So that's scarring. SPF SPF and moisturizer. Let me get my thing. I also use their Hydro Boost gel as my moisturizer. I don't think it has SPF necessarily because I use, what is it, foundation. I'm not a makeup guru. I use foundation that has a little bit of SPF, so this is nice whether to put right before you sleep or in the morning. When my skin was really dry when I was on Accutane, I used this a lot. Right before I went to bed, and I would wake up feeling a lot better. My skin was a lot more moisturized. And then if you want the SPF, I use this a lot when I travel, especially when the sun is out a lot. I use the same type except with SPF. And I get both of these at Target. They're both, as I mentioned, available at Ulta, but I like to go to Target because I stroll through the dollar section. So like if you go through the dollar section too. Yeah. So what else? I got questions. This one will be fun to talk about. So Boric Life. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this before. I heard this from a YouTuber. I forgot her name, it was a while ago, but she did a really good explanation of why she used it. And at first I was like, vaginal health? Why do I need to worry about my vaginal health? But it's really important. It's very super important. And what this does is pretty much keep everything in balance, pH balance, to avoid any infections, any funk. You don't want discharge and not know what it means, so you just use this thing right before you sleep. Yeah. So I buy this off Amazon. If you have any further questions, I'm happy to talk about it. But yeah, this is super helpful of when you just want your nether regions to feel good. Okay, my friend Jericho said, let's not talk about, oh no, he said, what does it say? Non-skincare related, but can we talk about how cool you are? No, Jericho, we can't talk about how cool I am because you're cool too, so we need to talk about how cool you are too. Check out his Instagram and his YouTube because Jericho is really cool, and yeah, we just got really close to being on Parang All Together. Come watch our show October 6th. Yes. And then my ate Christina said, recommendations for face masks. Been wanting to try but overwhelmed by caps, all of it. Me too. Face masks was probably my biggest challenge for my skincare, and I'm still learning how to get used to all of it. I've gone through multiple products too, and a couple that have stuck with me was this one. As I mentioned, aloe is really helpful when it comes to scarring or even redness or moisturizing your skin. So I've been using this. I got this from one of those cool Korean skincare boutiques slash stores, and it was on sale too, so that was helpful. But I do this once a week or twice a week just to help my skin become moisturized again because my body's still adjusting to not being on Accutane, so it's a little on slightly oily, slightly dry. But yeah, this has helped. Again, it's really cool. Yeah, so I get this at the cool Korean stores. And I think for my skin, any face mask that has aloe is going to be super helpful. I ran out of the face mask I use, but I like Yes Tube face mask. I like that product. I've seen my skin react really well, and it just doesn't feel like weird tingly feeling. A few more products that I wanted to mention that help with my skincare is I've been using makeup wipes less and been using this by Lancome more often. Shout out to my mom because I saw her use it a lot, and I liked it because it has honey and sweet almond oil, two things that smell really good, and I think I would rather have on my skin than face wipes like I used to. I think it was just too harsh for my skin, but this was super easy. I either just put it on my fingers and then rub it on my face and then rinse off, or I use a cotton ball. And then again, also for breakouts, I think the last thing you saw me talking about was this. Aside from using this as spot treatment, I also use tea tree oil as spot treatment, something natural, something that's just, again, more helpful for my skin, considering I think when things have more chemicals infused in them, most likely it's going to make me break out or react, and that only makes sense because it's chemically treated. But this is really helpful. I get it from my person that does my eyebrows. I don't know what that's called. Again, I'm not a makeup guru. But you can find these at local apothecary stores. I know a lot of just different brand name stores carry them, but I like these because they're locally made. And then most importantly, when it comes to skincare, is just ask your doctor. It took me a long time to just ask and really feel okay with letting them know I'm not comfortable with my skin, or there's something going on with my skin that I want to fix. So the first person that I went to was my gynecologist. Boom, birth control. Aside from being really irregular, I heard that this was an effective method to really get your hormones lined up. And for me, my hormones were imbalanced, and it was proof because 1, my periods were irregular, and 2, I would break up a lot. And it didn't stop until I asked my doctor for support. And then I asked, again, my insurance, who's a good doctor, and then after going to my dermatologist, being on Accutane and everything, there's still, of course, steps I need to take to help maintain my skin, and there's still some redness going on, and my dermatologist recommended this. I can't pronounce the full name because I don't know how to pronounce it, but she said if I just use this in the morning and at night, it's super helpful. Again, like a lot of products that affect me, makes my skin dry, so I try to use this not every night. I switch out between the Vanish cream that I mentioned. But yeah, this has been helpful. I've only been using it for a couple of weeks. Again, don't ask your doctor specifically for this one. This is just the one that my doctor recommended me. Just ask yours, what are you concerned about? What are you hoping to get your skin to do or to adjust to? And they know the answers because they're the pros. I'm just a novice. I'm trying to do my best to be what's right for my skin. So these are the different products. I'll mention it in the description. But again, thanks for everyone that's open conversations. I love talking about it now that I'm growing more comfortable in my skin. So yeah, next I'll be talking about what I'm doing now as post-grad, and there will be real conversations about, my mental health, my emotional health, and what it's like being out of school. So yeah, as usual, I'm here to talk about anything because I have time. If you didn't watch my first one, talking a little bit why I'm back, really the Kickstarter that led to this Q&A of my skin, watch it now, or watch it later, or send to a friend if you've already watched it. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna go watch Game of Thrones. If you watch Game of Thrones, let me know, like it, comment on what season you are. I'm on season 4, so no spoilers. But okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.
360-degree reality, sunset beach. I don't need HGTV. I want the real thing, living off a dream. Give me a couple thousands, I'ma jet to Philippines. Yeah, I'm 360-degree ability, visioneer, lose the fear, let there be reason. Give circulation to the nation, we are one. Everything is fun under the sun.